Hey, everybody, it's your favorite real estate agent, Mike Bryant, the Power Group at Keller Williams, and I'm here today to talk to you about how we actually evaluate a home itself or a condo. So my father always gave me a good lesson. He said, everything is only worth what someone is willing to pay. So having said that, there is always a variability on actually how much the property is worth. People want an exact value of what their property is worth. That's not really possible because you don't know what on any given day any one buyer is going to be willing to pay. Having said that, there are some tips and tricks that go into a property evaluation. One is if you're selling a freehold home, one of the most important things we're looking at, obviously square footage of the home, but the lot size is massive. After lot size, we want to make sure we have the same number of beds and baths as a similar one that's sold recently, and we can use that plus parking spaces, all the different variations as a plus or minus. For example, in a lot of areas, $50,000 could be attributed as a parking space versus no parking space. But if you add a garage, well, it's worth a little bit more, maybe $30,000 or $40,000. In other areas, having that parking space, like more downtown, might be worth even more. For condos, it can actually be a little bit easier. Usually you work on a price per square foot basis, and then you're gonna add or subtract for floor height, if it's facing south and gets more sun, or if it has a really nice terrace, sometimes you can add a huge value for that terrace and make sure that you add more if your unit has one. Finally, I'll end with two major points that you want to think about. One, the MPAC value, the one that you're paying taxes on, it's pretty much irrelevant. If you do a renovation and you don't tell MPAC about it, they'll never know that your house is hundreds of thousands of dollars more, and therefore they're gonna think your house might be worth $1 million if it's worth 1.8. They also value it low, so be careful if you're gonna actually use that as any comparable. Two, you should get a professional, either an appraiser or a registered real estate agent, to do an evaluation of your home if you want really accurate numbers. And of course, as mentioned before, take it with a grain of salt. It's only worth what a buyer is willing to pay.